woke up to a fantastic day today. It's going to be super hot. We're going to try to get out and do some riding today. But before we can do that, our poor bike is filthy and covered in bugs. Every time we get out, it just seems to get worse and worse because of that time of year. So we're going to try to do a wash this morning real quick. And one of the things that we have found at Sturgis a few years ago that really helps with the bugs is this Hunter Detail. I'm sure some of you guys might have some other great products that you like to use. Feel free to drop them in the comments to let us know what you find that works. But on this part, it's really easy. I'm just going to kind of shake it. It's one of those things that I can just spray on it. I could actually almost wash the whole bike without water if I wanted to. But let me just spray. We're just going to spray, and then it's kind of like a foam. You can see it foaming. It's going to go ahead, and then we're going to let it sit. And then after it sits for just a few minutes, you can just wipe it off, and then it'll be all nice and clean without the bugs. Make sure that we get every little piece kind of covered. I'm going to take care of all of this because it's easier to do that first rinse, and this is one of those affordable things that, to make life easier, we just spray all. And then that first rinse makes it really quick and easy to get it all off. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, but as this stuff sets, you can actually see some of the bugs just melting off as it's disintegrating them and getting it clean. Like, can you move right here? You can see like this where it's kind of running off. That's where it's eating through that bug, which is why we found it to be such a great product. Before I forget, I want to show you guys something. A while back, I had made some, showed you guys how to do a DIY bag holder, and I'm actually getting to use them, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. I have to say it turned out really great, and it's holding my bags perfectly so that when I do start washing these later, I don't have to worry about getting them scratched up. I don't have to worry about my rags slipping, and then the next thing I know, they're on the concrete. So, yeah, turned out great. Back to rinsing. Finished washing and rinsing the bike. Now for me, this is the hard part because where we live, we have so much lime in the water that if you're not out here and drying as quickly as you're rinsing, the sun's going to create those dreaded water spots. So when we first became bike owners, years ago and didn't know any better, we would use an old leaf blower to kind of help get the excess water off. And then of course we would finish drying with the towel. Well, several years ago, we did upgrade to find the Harley one that is so much easier. It's also a lot lighter, and it's much quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and start drying it off so that we can get ready to go. Blow out all the water. Just trying to get our hose put up now, but it's trying to fight me since it's kind of been in storage for a little bit and not used to how it's supposed to be rolled back up when we're finished. All keeps getting twisted up on me, making things a little challenging. Oh, good Lord. I just thought drying the bike was the hardest part. Apparently it's the hose today. As we were picking stuff up, our yard has lots and lots of clovers in it, so I'm always looking and on the hunt to see if I can get lucky and find a 4-leaf clover. Well, today was my lucky day because I stumbled across this nice little beaut. Guess I'm gonna get lucky today. I have the bike put back together. It's completely dry. It's all shiny again. This was just a quick little video, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys out with us on a ride later. It's been a while since I've done that, so let's go get ready. of our favorite spots that we like to ride to. Everybody has one of those spots that are just a good couple hours from where they live, and this is going to be our spot. We come here often. We're going to walk around a little bit, show you why we love this place so much. The heat is definitely a lot hotter than it was this morning when I was washing the bike. We're probably in upper 80s, maybe even low 90s at this point. But we're gonna go ahead and walk around and show you our beautiful spot that we like to ride to. This bridge that we're walking on just recently was rebuilt a couple years ago. There was a flood that completely did some structural damage and it was just falling apart. You'd be able to walk and like your whole foot, if you weren't paying attention, would just go through one of the boards. So you can't tell that it's new because the paint and stuff's coming off of it already, but it's probably only been about a year since I finished it. We've already walked about a quarter of a mile since we got here. This little path that we're going to go up is the longer version that it's going to come up and on top of like where the mill would be at, where you can stop and you can actually look down at the water, and then we'll end up down at the bottom where the mill and be able to walk around the mill. So this is more of like the scenic view that we're going to take you on. Definitely the road less traveled too, because it's a little steeper path and not everyone uses this one. I forgot to tell you earlier as well, we're actually at Alley Spring. This is where we're walking at right now. It is definitely warm. This is a great workout. Luckily, everything is kind of bloomed out and leafed out and everything is green because we have a little bit of shade, but I'm here to tell you it is hot today. Probably not the wisest of things to decide to do this 1.5 mile little trek up around the spring, but it's okay. It is still really pretty. We're getting close to the one spot where we'll be able to have a lookout over the mill and actually get to see the water below us and things like that.
Up the Alley Springs and walk that trail. We hadn't been up on this trail, and I think
we have finished our walk around the very top outer 1.5 miles. Actually, while we were up at the top, we stopped to do the little look over and we ran into some really nice people that actually watched the channel and we got to visiting with them. If you know who you are, we just want to say thank you for stopping us. It was truly a pleasure meeting you and your wife, and enjoyed the 45-minute conversation that we had. Hopefully we'll see you, some other time around here, and just it was nice visiting with you guys. Now that we are finished with the upper, I am standing, the mill's behind me. We're gonna go ahead and walk the lower trail to show you the actual part of the mill now. Standing in front of this bluff looks like a good spot for me to stop and to wrap up this video for today. We really appreciate everybody watching. We enjoy what we do, we enjoy love, and we love meeting new people. Until next time, stay safe and have fun.